Now, if you are bantery and you take it in that way and you're not offended by it, then that's banter between you and that guy. But if you're not and you feel threatened, especially if you're a woman, well, that's wrong, innit? That ain't banter, mate. That's sexual harassment. But him took it as banter. So it's different for different people, innit? But I'd say if it's a man and a woman, no, you can't do it.
If you know the woman, it's fine.
If she's on that page with you, if you're friends with her and she takes it that way, well, yeah, but like, if someone you don't know, you wouldn't do that to a woman you don't know, would you? No. That's sexual harassment. But you don't want that to happen, do you? Wet fact, I've had that nearly happen to me
when
before.
it comes apart.
When the clips come out. Oh.
But you know it's going to happen, but you still just
It's
carry
going to happen at some point, yeah, I'm really bad for that sort of thing. Do you know that? Like, I think to myself...
You just do it. It's going through your head.
Yeah, it's going through my head, and I don't change anything about the situation. and then it happens.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to...
Off the Job!
Overtime, where there's banter and your stories shared. Please be warned, there may be some general explicit content.
Hello, welcome to Off the Job Overtime. This is the second time I've done this because Robbie mucked it up. It's starting to become a bit of a habit. I have to check him.
You didn't introduce us.
Oh yeah, I'm Pete Withers, that's Keiran Yates. I've been sort of
doing, Pete?
It's been overshadowed by Robbie's mistake. I'm joking, Robbie. All right, calm down. Starting to cry. I'm all right, mate. You all right, yeah?
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah.
We have only got 2 days till FX. This is if they listen on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Monday,
if you're listening on a Monday, it's 2 days. So it really threw me then. 2 days time. It's FX. Get yourself down there. Wednesday we are doing the live show. We've also got a stand there, so get down there, have a look, register. By the way, have we registered yet?
Yes.
What, all of us?
Abigail has.
How have you, Abs? You've been doing the admin for us.
Yes, I forwarded your barcode to collect your ticket to your email this morning.
Thank you.
Also, on our live show, at the start, the first 10 minutes, we're going to ask each other questions, but we want it to come from people that listen to us, if you do listen to us. So send us in your questions.
Send us in your questions. Also,
that we can ask each other.
Also, while you're at it, subscribe while we're at it. Just subscribe. It really help out with the channel. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm pointing at because nobody ever puts the subscribe icon up there, do
you know
they?
what really helps is liking it.
And liking it, yeah.
People
commenting, engaging.
Like the video.
Yeah, if you like it, I suppose.
If they're listening every week.
Right. Okay, so we had an interview with Charlie Petchy the other week and we got some comments from it. So Mitch Mahoney, 2862, said, great podcast and hats off to Charlie.
Could you re-say that word, please?
Mitch Mahoney.
Mitch Honey.
Mitch Honey. That's my dyslexia kicking in. Mitch Honey, 2862, great podcast and hats off to Charlie. I know him personally and he has to be the most generous and helpful guy I know. Thanks to him, he helped me become self-employed and have never looked back. Subscribed. Thank you very much. Or have you subscribed to us or Charlie? No? Thank you very much, Mitch Honey 2862.
Then we've got Charles Brown 2083. Really enjoyed this episode. The insights from Charlie were good and gave me a new appreciation for the craft. The stories and tips shared were funny, but also eye-opening. Definitely looking forward to more of these. Subscribe to his and your channel.
Thank you very much, Charles Brown.
Thank you.
So, elephant and cow. Someone is going to light a match in that house and get a heck of a surprise.
Oh, so he's saying this was Charlie when he done his own...
Yeah, when he done his own thing.
Okay,
yeah, capping a gas.
Right,
let's just say, first of all, right, we're not advocating people doing illegal gas work, right? He was in his own house and you are allowed, or you was allowed, to do work in your own house on your own gas appliance, right? That's his house, that's his choice. He's not going out charging people to do gas work. So we're not advocating people doing illegal gas work. Personally, I would suggest that people, if they are doing gas work at home, they don't, and they contact their registered engineer.
I actually stunk out the place with gas the other day.
What, here?
Yeah.
Why?
Last Monday we done bacon sandwiches. No. Yes, bacon sandwiches. Do you know when you go camping?
Yeah.
And the gas bottle goes like cold, it condensates around it, and then the pressure builds up.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why?
Different atmospheric temperatures.
Yeah, but do you know why?
Go on, why?
I don't know. I was just asking you, see if you knew.
It's liquid gas, isn't it, in there?
But no, basically, it builds a pressure and you release it, and gas was like pouring out, but it travelled to the top of the building.
Did it?
Yeah, because I was like, "Can you smell gas up here?" It's weird. Like it'll go up 2 floors, up the like walks up the stairs, all the way to the top, and then sits next to you on the desk, and you start smelling it.
Mm.
Sorry, it was a bit random.
Groovy. Liquid gas is different anyway, innit? As well, shit normally settles and it pools. That's why you can't have you can't have LPG boilers down in basements and stuff like that. I think
Gas can't be that dangerous if you're allowed a leak.
Well, this is the thing, innit? I mean, yeah, it is dangerous to a point, but it's like, again, there's so many grey areas in the gas industry that I've said about. I had my inspection.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. It is dangerous, but if they let a leak, then it ain't like...
Yeah, if there's a leak, there's a leak. But like capping a gas pipe, let's be honest, it's not fucking rocket science. I know all gas engineers think they're doctors. Right,
like, and if you do a trade already,
they really do. Like some gas engineers think they are fucking something special, right? Just like capping a gas pipe is not hard work, right? Is it? It's not hard for a gas engineer. Do you know, we wouldn't advise anyone to do it who isn't trained. But once you show somebody who isn't trained how to do it, it's not hard to do, is it?
And again, if you're in a trade, you know how to do.
Yeah.
Like if it was like someone that has never touched
he's a
competent
person, isn't he? At the end of the day.
So it sounds like his house must be safe because must be his partner Amy. The house is still standing so far.
Yeah, SRT heating. I once hung a door that didn't move either. He's talking about the drop test, didn't he? He's talking about the drop test and the door. So you probably screwed it shut. That's probably why.
Rubberhead6754 are lovely. A podcast to promote dodgy practices in cowboys.
There he is.
Oh, don't get Pete started. Should we move on?
Yeah. We're not promoting dodgy practices in cowboys. Far from it. Right. Leighton. I told an old boy at work I moved the gas pipe in my parents' gaff because their life insurance is enough for me not be sad if anything goes wrong. For me not to be sad if anything goes wrong. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. He obviously doesn't mean it. He just said it for effect and he got a laugh out of somebody, didn't he?
Right, so going from a subby to self-employed.
Yep.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
But it's all Charlie's episode, isn't it? So it's like they're just commenting on that. Yeah, go on.
Josh Murphy 18 put up the grafters. Being your own boss is the only way. For some people. It's not that easy.
Yeah, for some people.
Do you reckon he follows Chazza up the grafters?
Maybe. I reckon he does, yeah. Quite possibly. SH Plumbing. I remember when I was in college, I was showing my dad all
Pete, this is a different clip.
What? Charlie's carpentry college experience. Yeah, if you like.
We'll have to know what we're talking about.
His carpentry college experience. Someone commented on the SH Plumbing. He said, I remember when I was in college, I was showing my dad all this bending I could do. He asked me to change a tap washer and I was clueless. Yep.
Yeah, but you need different skills for different jobs.
Different skills. Go on then.
Ian Dingle Harry. I took a 10-week course when I started. From being a panel beater, struggling passing that, job experience over anything.
Definitely. You learn everything on site, do you? Right, so here's Pete's reflection on comments on Elise's video. There was comments to this on what I... Go on. Yeah, start.
So we've got CP Utility Solutions. Bang on, mate. There's most likely more going on that doesn't get spoken about and it needs to stop.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely happening, isn't it? You know, it's going on. But the more we bring it to the surface, more people can we can eradicate this from the
Knock
trades.
it on the head.
Math Bravington. Seen it in person, a woman apprentice in her 30s at a place where I worked. A bloke insisted that she had to just deal with it. As he said, she's coming into our work. She's got to deal with it. Aye, mate, sure, the courts will see it that way. It was such a cringe to see. I had to say something to him. And yeah, like I say, bring it to the surface. If we can call people out on it and make them feel uncomfortable about it, then maybe we will start seeing less of it.
Then we've got SPH certified. To be honest, that's been a known fact in many of the workplaces over here in the UK. Well done for calling it out, but I don't believe this is new news. For you guys, especially those that have a decade plus under their belt.
Yeah. It's been happening.
You're saying we're old, though.
It's been happening. Yeah, well, I'm old. I'm old. I've been seeing it for years. You know what I mean? It happens just like, it don't have to be just a girl. It can happen to a bloke. Let's like not forget about that. You know what I mean? As right. This next guy says, right, A Chamberlain, 11, mate, I was in a scaffold track at 16 getting my leg rubbed up and down. He told me he likes his lads young. Both are wrong and both can be funny. Now, if you are bantery and you take it in that way and you're not offended by it, then that's banter between you and that guy. But if you're not and you feel threatened, especially if you're a woman, well, that's wrong, innit? That ain't banter, mate. That's sexual harassment. But him took it as banter. So it's different for different people, innit? But I'd say if it's a man and a woman, you can't do it. You can't do it.
If you know the woman, it's fine.
If she's on that page with you, if you're friends with her and she takes it that way, well, yeah. But like, if someone you don't know, you wouldn't do that to a woman you don't know, would you? No. That's sexual harassment. Do you know what I mean? My mate went through it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But he took it as banter, but it was a male on male thing as well, and he'd be called Sweetie Pants all day long.
Sweaty pants or sweetie pants?
Probably both by the end of the day. But it happens, didn't it? So this is what I'm saying.
Tony put, the age shouldn't make any difference. No body should be treated like that.
No, they shouldn't really, should they?
No.
So, holiday heist prikes. We spoke about that one, didn't we?
Heist prikes.
Did I say?
I don't know what you said.
What did I say? Heist prikes. It's kicking in again. Holiday price hikes. Kieran, we had a few comments on this as well, didn't we?
We had Upcycle Interiors Limited. It's not corrupt. It's supply and demand. It's quite true.
No, it's corrupt as fuck. I don't agree with you.
Supply and demand.
What do you mean, supply and demand?
Would you put your prices up in winter?
Nah. That's just corruption, isn't it? It's corruption.
That's corruption.
It's corruption.
That's not right.
Lou2Q8. We used to build on private roads, and they generally go to school longer in the winter and autumn months and have longer off in the summer. It's nonsense.
You took the context out of that. I tried to read as you was reading. I thought it could make sense, but roads and schools is not the same thing.
What did I say? What? We used to build on private schools.
You said private roads.
Did I? It's my dyslexia is kicking in big time today. We used to. I'll tell you what. I swear. Right, I've got dyslexia. I swear I've got ADHD.
You haven't got dyslexia.
What?
You haven't got dyslexia.
I have. I think. I have. Right. So we used to build on private schools, and they generally go to school longer in the winter.
To a road longer.
And autumn months, and have longer off in the summer. It's nonsense. It's nonsense, yeah. It's just nonsense.
RJ Manta, it's the way it goes. Roll on when they leave home, and we benefit from it just being us again. Unless something happens, but I'd rather go away with no kids, and I've got kids.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, but it's like a breakaway. Like having kids is like a full-time job.
No, I don't want to go away without me kids. All right, sometimes it's nice to have a bit of a break, but I wouldn't want to not go away with my kids. Do you know what I mean? I want to go on holiday with my kids.
Enjoy the experience.
I want to go on holiday with my kids.
It's nice to have the little break from kids.
I don't want.
It depends on the age.
I don't think I'd want to be away from them for like a week or 2 weeks on end without seeing them.
If it's a proper holiday, you want to take them. But if you're going like away for a weekend,
for a 2-day break or 3-day break, maybe, yeah. I mean, I've
we're
done
going
it
away
myself.
next week.
Who?
Us.
Why?
Fex.
Oh God!
Remember, we're sharing.
Ain't
a room.
A break, is it? It's not a break.
I can't wait to share a room with you.
Yeah.
That threw you off.
Crookshank Plumbing, bang out of order, finding hard-working families, tax on family bonding time. Damn right, John. Bang out of order. Government should crack down on these holiday companies.
Then GBM Carpentry put amen to that. It's discussing how much it is, and the school have the cheek to fine my kids if I took them out any earlier. Yeah, that's rubbish, that is. Can I fine them for doing a shit job for their education? I don't think so. This is a reason why I don't want to send my kids to school.
I'll tell you what this is the plan, right?
They're literally
No, listen, right. This is how you do.
You.
This is how What?
They ain't telling me what to do. I'll tell you that.
What you do in this situation, right?
Don't have
is
kids.
you get your kids to be right little bastards at school. That way, they then get suspended for a week, right? And you say to them, the week of the holiday that you've booked, get suspended.
You could have a plan for the
They
whole
get
year.
suspended for a week. You've got your holiday, no fine.
Yeah, you say, right, a week before summer holidays.
Not the summer.
Be
No,
naughty.
not before. No, this is for people going in school time, not the summer holidays, because they don't matter if they're suspended in the summer holidays because they're not going anyway, are they? What I'm saying
No,
is,
that's what I'm saying. A week before, get suspended on that day.
Get suspended a week before
Right,
the
what
summer
can we
holidays,
tell-
then we can go off on our holidays. We get it for a cheaper price. Yeah, everybody's happy.
What would you tell your kid to go and do to get kicked out?
Smack the teacher in the eye.
I'd get him to like
He's been to 6 different schools through
But
his
no,
career.
on that point.
He's given every head teacher a black eye just
on
before
that
the summer
point,
holidays.
It is bad that you get fined.
Oh yeah.
I get it. You want people to stay in school, but that's again, it's your freedom taken.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So the press fit debates. Rochford Heating, thanks for the shout out. I would rather solder over everything.
people are going to be complaining about the sound that you're too
I'll
loud.
tell you what I
next
don't
time.
like soldering over.
Have you ever soldered a press fit fitting?
No. I'll tell you what I don't like soldering over. Yeah. Bare feet. That hurts, doesn't it? I mean,
That's not a joke.
yeah, it is.
No one's laughing.
Yeah, just don't get it. Right, let's go.
I've got a long one. Like,
Have
I
you?
mean, like comment. Help C70. I was the last person that was having a press tool. Would literally solder everything. Ended up getting one, and it's the game changer, in my opinion.
What?
Fuck's sake. Where's the grammar? Let me start again. Help C70. I was the last person that was having a press tool. Would literally solder everything. Ended up getting one, and it is a game changer, in my opinion. You can tell I didn't read at school. Pete, did you just fart? It shows that much you're listening. Right.
A fart will never not be funny.
I wouldn't use it everywhere as it is a bit bulky for certain places and not as aesthetically pleasing.
That stinks.
I use it in cupboards, lofts, underfloor. I wouldn't pipe radiators up with it on display, for example. Pete does that. I think over time it will be the go-to as insurance companies will be looking to minimise risk, payouts due to fire. It is a brilliant when you have a leaking pipe fitting / cut. This is hard work. Cut, fit, press out, and in the van, job done. You don't have hot work paperwork or trying to isolate smoke alarms / make fire service aware where circumstances occur through monitoring. I don't know if you understood any of that.
But basically, Help C70, you're basically confirming what I said, that it's a game changer. It's good in the lofts. Yeah, it's good for when you got wet
There
pipe.
was
That's
like-
all you had to say, Help C.
There was like,
You've really mucked Keiran up here, right?
There was
I
like-
had to fart in between it to liven
he
him
don't
up.
let me talk, does he? Why did you hype him up? There's like triple dots, slashes, commas, full stops, exclamation marks, hashtags. Go on the next one.
Jamie!
It's a short one.
Been using on commercial and industrial for years, done Wembley T5 and loads of schools and hospitals. I've got to admit, I've got lazy. Was old school brazen solder, but that has gone out the window now. He's on the press now. Yeah, he said, brazing? No, I'm not brazing anymore. I'm press fitting.
Now we've got to cut this bit out because you've got to pick that up so you know what you're reading. Right, so we put, is a wet vac really worth it for plumbers? Stevan, 1969. I sometimes use a sponge to empty a toilet system. It works well with a towel.
Well, you'd probably do that, wouldn't you? Stick your hand down toilets. You don't mind doing that, do you, sicko?
I siphon it
What's
out.
the matter with you?
I siphon it out of a McDonald's straw
Yeah, I bet you do.
and drink it.
You're filth, mate. I still can't get over that. Like, he's just dumbness of saying it was clean water, but it was like it wouldn't go down. Like when you put your hand down, did the water turn brown? You didn't tell us that bit,
No, my hand did.
did it? Filth, mate. Roger Vincent, mine's been a godsend until the day the bottom unclipped when coming down the loft ladder after cleaning the header tank with it. £1,000 and new stair hallway carpets. Oh, that is a nightmare, mate. That you don't want that to happen, do you? Wet vac. I've had that nearly happen
Oh,
to me
yeah, when it
before.
comes apart.
when the clips come out. Oh,
But you know it's going to happen, but you still just
it's going to
carry
happen
it.
at some point. Yeah, I'm really bad for that sort of thing. Do you know that? Like, I think to myself,
You
there's
just do it. It's
there's
going through your head.
Yeah, it's going through my head, and I don't change anything about the situation, and then it happens.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, if only I'd have listened to my first thought.
And it all drips out the end of the Hoover.
Yeah.
Right.
Ask a tradie. Do you want me to do this bit?
You're good.
Charlie reached out to us on TikTok looking for advice. Let's bring it to the Off the Job podcast community. What advice can you give Charlie? Would you recommend a DeWalt drill set for my first drills, or should I go with Makita or Milwaukee? Mates,
They all do the same.
they all do the same.
DeWalt's a
If you
solid
like
brand.
yellow, go for DeWalt. If you like red, go for Milwaukee. If you like blue, Makita.
I thought it was green.
That's blue, isn't it? You know, just go. Go with whatever takes your fancy. Nobody can suggest to you.
Is that why you
what
weren't a
it is.
Sparky? Because you're colourblind.
No. I'm planning
got
on.
your Earth
Right, he ain't finished. I'm planning on going forward with DeWalt as the combi and impact set. It's only £200 at Screwfix, but I don't know if it's a good buy or if I should splash out a bit more for something better. Again, it does the same thing. Do what you can afford at first. If you're just got into the
To
job,
be honest, them three brands, they're all the same. It's not like you're buying a cheaper...
they're the main brands.
Yeah, any one of them's good
Do you know
enough.
what I mean? When you walk onto site, I know we all look at people's tools and that, but you don't ordinarily just go up to someone and go, "Oh, you got that? It's shit." Do you know what I mean? You just take it that they've got a tool. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, right, go on, shoot.
Should we go on to the next thing? Because it's quite...
You got to
It's
read
half
out
an
this
hour
next
already.
comment.
Because you've already discussed this in the previous episode. These are the comments from
Come on, you
the
got to
community.
do the last one. Look,
Yeah,
what
but then
there?
we're like talking about the same thing.
Just do it.
No, 'cause
So yeah, Crookshank Plumbing put buy within your budget and what you want. Nothing worth buying something and thinking after not happy with it. I should have gone for what I wanted in the first place.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just go with what you want. It's your personal preference. Everything's personal preference. Smart pipe plumbing. DeWalt all the way. Milwaukee quality isn't like it used to be. Don't know. Never had Milwaukee. All right. I ain't had DeWalt for years either, so, you know, whatever. A drill gun's a drill gun. Go on.
Elevate Plumbing and Heating. Milwaukee over DeWalt all day. DeWalt quality is dire. Oh. Buy Milwaukee fuel if you can afford it. I wouldn't recommend normal Milwaukee. Not tough enough for trade work. Buy brushless. They all do the same job. Just how long they'll last that makes a difference. Good luck for the future, Charlie.
So anyway, like, you're listening to these comments, so basically take what you want from the comments because other people have opinions that we don't. So yeah.
I think unless you're a drill connoisseur, it's hard to know the difference.
A connoisseur, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a connoisseur of drills. Bri Plumber. Check the full range out before you commit.
Are you on drugs today?
I use only one battery platform for all my power tools. It's a hassle having different brands with different batteries and different chargers. That's my opinion anyway. Exactly, Bri. Exactly. Just go for one tool. Hub. Got one battery for all the tools. That's the idea. That's why they made them. So you stick with one brand.
Rossa 73. No, don't buy tools from Screwfix. Overpriced and get Makita tools to start. I'd say Screwfix is good price, no? You bought a Makita multi-tool from there.
I did,
It's only
yeah.
'cause you needed it.
135 quid it was for the cordless.
With a battery.
No, body only.
Quite expensive.
It's quite expensive, but like, you know, it's a good quality tool. The multi-tool. I had a wired one before. Burnt out on me on that Canterbury job, didn't I? I had to chuck it in the bin and I had to go down. They didn't have one in Canterbury, so I had to track all the way back to Herne Bay to get the one to literally finish cutting a bit of wood in this awkward place. But I needed it. I need a multi.
That's what you don't want when you're in a rush.
GBM Carpentry, they just to make sure it's well looked up. What? They just to make sure it's well looked after. What?
sorry, they just need to.
Oh, they just need to make sure it's well looked after. Buy once, cry once is what I say, but DeWalt or Makita as a start-up is good. Depends on what they've used in the past and what they are comfy with.
Yep. I'm going to say this name wrong because I always
Bryn.
say it wrong. Bryn, that's it. Not Brian.
No, Bryn.
Bryn, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Oh, is it me again? Oh, it's a big bit. He's scared of reading big bits. Right. All right, lads. This is our WhatsApp messages. So, Bryn the handyman. All right, lads. All my tools are Ryobi and have never let me down. Anyway, I was listening to your podcast about starting your own business and people starting with no knowledge. I was one of them people who started a business with no experience or running my own business. But I asked my tutors on quoting jobs and how much to charge for a job on labour, etc. I started my business when I was 29, and 3 years later, it's still going well and strong. Here's a question for you lads to answer for your lovely listeners, i.e. me. It's not just you. We've got 3 others. Right. How or what do you gauge your way on charging your time on a job when you first started being self-employed? My tutor told me that I should quote it by what cars they have outside. I mean, very bad advice.
That's the wrong advice.
It's very bad advice.
Do you know what I say, honestly?
Yeah.
You got to keep the standards high, but whatever you're happy with earning.
No, not with whatever you're happy earning, because you think you're happy at one point, but later on the line it bite you in the arse. My advice to you is, right, if you're a plumber, whatever your demographic area, geographic area, whatever, yeah, obviously you need to earn a certain amount of money. You got to calculate how much money you've got that you need to live. But then on top of that, right, you have to make a profit. So let's just say, for instance, you need to make £300 a day to do all your bills, right? You've got to at least be charging £450 a day, yeah? Because you need to make profit for your business.
You know who I'd listen to? Listen to the guy that's coming out on Thursday from America. And
Yes.
you listen to his costs.
Oh my God, in America, you would not... You'd never get. I'd never get by in America the way I've been with my business.
People
The thing
must
is, you've got to be strong with it as well. I'm one of them guys, and I'll admit it now. I've been one of those guys who's always found it hard to take money off of people. I've always found it difficult asking for money because I'm thinking, oh, is that too much? Is that? You've got to be strong with it, and you've got to say, no, this is my day rate. It's £400 a day. I've got a lot of costs. Lot of material costs, and I want to make like a profit from a business. It ain't all about me going to work for a day rate of £250 a day, because you could go to a firm for £200 a day, £250 a day, not have the worry of a business and all that. You get a van, you get your sick pay and all that malarkey.
People get caught out of the overheads.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's the thing. You get caught out of the overheads, and that's exactly what's happened to me, and that's why I'm in the predicament I'm in. So don't be me.
Don't take advice
Don't take advice off of me. Probably work for £550 a day. You'll be better off. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, when you're charging the right amount of money, it sounds a lot.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Don't be. People will always go around saying you're far too much money. No. You're not too expensive. You're not too expensive. They're too cheap. They can't afford you. That's the bottom line here.
You end up becoming a busy fool. Like
Yeah.
Kev said on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
You can do, if you charge the right money, you can do half the jobs for the same money.
Yeah, definitely. Story of the week. Shoot.
Pentagon Carpentry. I went to do some snags where I had been torn out over the phone about how bad it was, and another chippy had put it right. Got there and he had totally f***ed everything. The cutout in the medial wall was now too big for the fire. The pipes he boxed in looked ugly, as a lot of swearing in this, and he'd cut the architraves too short. I went mental. Told them I'd put his cups right. Told them I'd put his cup right, and they should never contact me again. I read that in a different way. That's why.
You read it as
I
if
thought he was going to say cock up
somewhere. I know what you was thinking.
I think stop swearing. We need to take these swear words out.
Yeah, you need to bleep them. You need to bleep them. Cut them out, Robbie.
This is like making us swear.
Yeah.
You don't have to read out everything that's on there.
Well,
but, right,
listen, you need to put
that.
your brackets a bit clearer than love. You know what I mean?
I didn't read in school. I'm bad at reading.
Like, the in my opinion was actually originally written as IMO. And I said to the team upstairs, I said, if I leave it as IMO, he would read it out as IMO.
Yeah, I would.
Because
Yeah.
we trust you. Yeah.
We got you
The
doing
information you give us, we're trusting you.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
So she could stitch us up while saying something. She's got us on camera.
I know.
She could put like.
I've no idea what I've said today. I'm not taking any of it in.
I know. They gave us a script today.
But no, but generally I have feelings on the comments and etc. etc. But sometimes when you're reading, you're concentrating so much on just trying to get
Reading.
the words right, you forget about the
That's
context
the
of what
problem.
you're reading.
That's where I was bad in school. When I read something, I struggle to take it in.
Yeah.
But I thought when I read it out loud, it's easier, but it ain't.
No. no.
Right, well, thank you for listening to another show. Hopefully you understood us.
I'm just knackered now after that show. Like,
You took a lot of energy.
My energy is zapped from me because I was just trying to really bring it up to a standard because I didn't want to be so monotone.
It's normally me that's monotone.
What do
honest,
you mean? It's normally you.
I probably was. I'm monotone every time. So on that note,
Thanks very much for joining
thanks.
us.
See you at Thanks if you're there.
Remember, subscribe, like, and comment. Woo!
All right, this has been another episode of Off the Job podcast.
Thanks for watching the show on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and all other streaming platforms.
If it's your first time watching or not, make sure to subscribe below and follow us on all the big social media stuff like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
For our overtime show on Monday, send us in your stories and comments for it to be read out on the show. Send it in via email, direct message through our social media accounts, or WhatsApp us on 07457 406 259.
And we'll see you on the next episode.